Hello everybody, this is Lucaspro. You guys been asking for this, so I decided to just make like a video about like the final update of the Reich mod. So, well, this is not really the final update, this is only for the version I make, right? Like, this is the final update for versions that I make. The Reich mod's still gonna be updating, but it's just not from me anymore. It's not built by me. I decided to make this video right now because I can't sleep and there's a lot of fireworks outside because it's 4th of July. Alright, let's start with this one. So I think you guys have been asking for this, so you guys want like the update, right? So let's just set the requirements to after bruchinati has finished his German conquest, right? If you guys read my my post, you guys should know this, but just in case, if for people that haven't read my post, you guys should hear this out. So I'll release this on Instagram, so definitely head to follow me over there. So basically, after bruchinati finishes conquest. So I'm not really gonna talk about 45 that much. I'm gonna focus on like the first conquest, which is the man in the high castle. So basically, this is Mission Impossible. I think I want bruchinati to do a series on this, but like he haven't finished his 45 yet. So this is actually harder than 45. This is really hard. I think I have like pictures over here. Oh. Alright. Don't think I'm able to download this, so right, let's start out with 1945. Alright, so you got like Japan over here. Let me just get rid of this real quick. So you got big old Japan over here. So the communists got more land, right? They're sprouting everywhere. You got Americans helping out in like all over the place. And wait a second, let me. All right, so we're not having those pictures. Alright, so there's basically American bases everywhere. So we can count them right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Basically, there's everywhere. Right. So it takes too much work. It's not obvious over here. So let's start out with probably India, right? So now there's 3 fractions, alright. The first faction is the WTO Classic, right? And you got the Axis and the Allies. So apparently India is in the WTO side, and we got quite some generals for the Indian side. But like, I mean, it's only the northern part of India because it's like more connected to the Soviet, and it's within the mountains, so that's why I made this part independent as well. Yeah, basically small India is bigger India. Well, like this, the independent India don't usually win because they're too small. They don't have don't generate enough profit like the one on the right, like the Britain, the Raj, right? Right. Let's count the American bases. So basically, every base have like this general, right? They have like these pretty good generals, right? 891, right? You can see these American generals everywhere, like Suez Canal. You got Egypt, right? You got Ethiopia. You got Africa, right? You got all of these Americans over here. You see bases like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So basically there's already like 13 American bases in just South America. So imagine how much there is, right? You got like Cuba, right, covered with all of these. What is this? Yeah, covered with all of these bunkers. So basically they're gonna get wrecked by the Americans by simply just sending their spam, like the carrier and their spam over here, and yeah, they're gonna surrender like in like a few rounds. So not that bad. Again, like the Germans. So what's different about on like this German for the one I'm showing you guys right now is that they got some buffs, right? They got some buffs. Like they were buffed up. You got, I think this is, you don't have these like the version that bruchinati is playing. And basically there are like way more Soviet generals. So if imagine bruchinati like lost his conquest in his first try, he would have to deal with all of this, and it's gonna be bad, right? So he better win the one that he's playing. Right, so buff Soviet. Also, like for Middle East, there's like a few Soviet generals at it. Oh yeah, and for Soviet generals, I added like a bunch of heavy tank generals for the Soviets because they don't usually win that often. Like before the buff, right? The Allies always destroy the Soviet, but like in reality, it's not the case. The Allies should be losing on land, but like winning on sea, and it should be the case over here because you don't see any naval units for the Soviets. And in order for the Soviets to win on land, right, you would have to have more heavy tanks to push through the Germans. And like, I mean, in the conquest that bruchinati is playing, right, so he actually found the Soviets are like a way easier than the Allies. So, well, right now it's not the case. It's flipped around. More Soviet generals in the Balkans. You see, we added all of these, and these generals are actually pretty good. Alright, so now the Allies will be losing Middle East, soon Africa. They're gonna lose all of these land, and after my modification, the independent India can actually destroy the Raj. So on the Indochina, right? You got like 3 American heavy tanks right here. So basically, Japan will be fucked up over here and over here because there's you can't see there's way more generals for on the Republic of China than Japan on this region, like the Central China, right? So Japan is gonna be destroying Central Asia, Central China, alright, and then Indochina, soon in Indonesia, right? You see, I also added some more heavy tanks for the Americans because they don't win over here. No, oh, I mean, they do win, but like, you got way more American generals. American units over here, and we have the kamikaze. So they fly in a decent range. They got a pretty good range, and they deal a lot of damage. So over here it's kind of different. It deal up to 600 damage at maximum. So if it actually landed a good hit, it probably can. No, not this one. It can definitely finish like a carrier. So these they have like really low health, but I deployed these over here just for you guys to actually clear out the carriers, or else if you guys don't clear out the carriers after Iwo Jima falls in the Americans, then your mainland is fucked up because you see how much carriers there are over here, right? Well, the zoom is kind of bad on my simulator, so yeah. And somehow the AI is always going for Iwo Jima because Iwo Jima have like this really buffed up Japanese general. Right, and then you got America. Right, not much difference. You got I forgot what this country is. Right. Oh yeah, just to mention, Roomnutty has forgot about like this little bro over here on Antarctica, right? Like the left side of Antarctica, right? Antarctica right here. Oh yeah, more American bases, right? They are around the world, right? There's always American somewhere right here, right? Alright. And we got this one, the Man in the High Castle. So, well, you can play as Germany, but I don't suggest it because the Japanese weren't like built, were not like their spam wasn't finished, so it's gonna be like easy game playing as Germany. So I really suggest playing Japan because personally I am like a naval person, right? I enjoy playing naval fights. So really suggest playing Japan, and because I'm a naval person, I finished the spam of like Germany. So you'll be seeing Germany being like spamming a bunch of units. So you'll be losing all of these in just a few rounds. And well, I accidentally messed up the German HP. So you guys will be seeing these really shitty tanks having like a bunch of health, right? Well, good luck, right? This is not winnable, alright? Playing as Japan, it just shouldn't be that easy. Although the aircraft carriers are like pretty buffed up, but still, look at this. You're barely doing any damage. That's about 300, and it's not even a quarter. Yeah, so there's this really epic fight over here, right? It's more like a Neo Midway, right? You got the Japanese throwing in like their fleet and the Germans throwing in their fleet. So it's gonna be an interesting fight over here. And I think that's it for this one. My house is literally shaking. And we got this one. This is built for myself. If you guys want to play it, you guys can check this out. So this is more like a mainland battle, like for Japan, where it controls all of these land, like Manchuria, right? You don't get any China over here because I want China to spam, right? And you can see this this staged campaign, whatever. It came from the R mod, right? I just built this for myself because if you guys want it, you guys can play it, right? No need to criticize. Oh yeah, for this one, basically just wait for 35 rounds. They're gonna launch a war against you, so you're good. And you got all of these in Indochina, right? So you basically get 35 rounds to prepare before everything gets started. And if you are actually in my server, I've posted a few pictures on like how the spam is like. So it's like really terrible, right? So I think this will be my last video on rank mod. So like, hope you guys can enjoy this. All right. I guess maybe see you guys in a while.